Have you ever noticed those shiny little red beans sitting in your kitchen shelf? You might think they're just beans, nothing special, but trust me. Red kidney beans are full of surprises. They're tiny, but they carry a huge story of history, health, taste, and even survival. Today, we're going to dive into the world of kidney beans, and by the end of this talk, you'll never look at them the same way again. The origins. Do you know where kidney beans actually came from? Many people think they started in India because of our famous Rajma chawal, but no. These beans first grew thousands of years ago in Central and South America. Imagine ancient farmers, long before electricity, long before modern farming, carefully planting beans in the soil. They grew them along with corn and squash. This trio was called the Three Sisters. Each plant helped the other grow, and together, they fed entire civilizations like the Aztecs and Incas. Isn't it amazing? Even back then, people knew the power of beans. Part 3. The World Traveler. When traders and explorers traveled the world, they carried kidney beans with them, and slowly, these beans became a part of kitchens everywhere. In Mexico, they went into spicy chilies. In the Caribbean, they became rice and peas. And in India, they turned into the rajma we love so much. Isn't it magical how one small bean traveled across the world and became a part of so many different cultures? Part 4. Nutrition powerhouse. Now let's talk about what's inside these beans, because trust me, they're not just tasty, they're also little packets of nutrition. 1 cup of cooked kidney beans gives you almost 15 grams of protein. That's a lot, especially if you don't eat meat. Yes, meat has more protein, but here's the twist. Along with protein, meat also comes with fat and cholesterol. Too much of it can harm your heart. Kidney beans, on the other hand, give you protein without cholesterol and with the bonus of fiber. That fiber keeps you full for hours, helps you digest better, and stabilizes your blood sugar. Think of it this way: meat fills your stomach, but beans fuel your body. That's why doctors often say if you want to keep your heart healthy, if you want to manage your weight, if you want steady energy, make beans a regular part of your diet. Part 5. A small warning, but wait, here's something many people don't know. Raw kidney beans are actually dangerous. Yes, if you eat them uncooked, they can make you very sick because they have a natural toxin inside. That's why it's always important to soak them overnight and boil them well before eating. Once cooked, they're perfectly safe and super healthy. Part 6. Food of the future. Now let's pause and look at the bigger picture around the world. People are asking, how can we eat in a way that's good for us, but also good for the planet? Meat takes a huge amount of land, water, and energy to produce 1 kilogram of beef. You need more than 15,000 liters of water. Compare that to beans, just 1,250 liters for the same weight. Huge difference, right? And while animals produce methane, gas that harms the environment, beans actually enrich the soil with nitrogen and help farmers grow more crops. That's why the United Nations once called beans the food of the future. So when you choose kidney beans over meat, you're not just choosing health, you're also choosing sustainability. Part 7. Fun facts and everyday magic. Do you know why they're called kidney beans? Simple, because they look just like our kidneys inside the body. Nature has a funny way of connecting things. And here's something even cooler: scientists at NASA have looked at beans as possible food for astronauts in space. Why? Because they're full of nutrients and easy to grow. Just imagine one day people might be eating rajma on Mars. But beyond history, science, and fun facts, there's something even more special about kidney beans. They bring people together. Think about it: a bowl of rajma chawal in India, a pot of chili in Mexico, a plate of rice and beans in Jamaica. These are not just meals, they are memories. They are comfort. They are love, served in the form of food. And here's another reason kidney beans are magical: they're affordable. In a world where healthy food often costs too much, beans are proof that good nutrition doesn't have to be expensive. A small bag of beans can feed a whole family, give them protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, all at a very low cost. If you're someone who goes to the gym, listen carefully. Kidney beans can be your secret weapon. Why? Because they give you protein for muscle building, slow carbs for steady energy, and no sugar crash. They're like nature's energy booster. That's why so many athletes include beans in their diets. Part 8. The big picture. No. Let's come back to the kitchen for a second. Imagine this: a pot on the stove, kidney beans simmering slowly with onions, tomatoes, garlic, and spices. The aroma fills the air. The sound of bubbling sauce makes you hungry. You scoop some onto your plate with warm rice, and the first bite: comfort, warmth, happiness. That's not just food, that's an experience, and that's the power of kidney beans. Red kidney beans are not ordinary. They are history, culture, nutrition, and love all packed into a tiny bean. They've fed kings and commoners, astronauts and athletes, and maybe even you tonight. They remind us that sometimes the simplest foods are the most powerful. So next time you see a bag of red kidney beans in your kitchen, don't just walk past it, pick it up, cook it, eat it, and remember you're not just eating beans. You're eating a story that has traveled across centuries and continents. You're eating health, energy, and tradition all in one bite.